Hello everyone, welcome to Learn with Pranav. In this video, you will learn about structure of cell and cellular organelles. Watch the video till end to have a firm understanding on the structure of cell and its organelles. Let's start our discussion with the most important cellular organelles, that is the nucleus. Nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown in 1831. Nucleus is the control center of the cell. It is the most important cell organelles. It contains the DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA contains the information for making protein. The thread-like structure inside the nucleus is chromatin. When they are dense, they are known as chromosome. Chromosome contains the DNA. DNA contains the gene. Part of a DNA is called a gene. In some organisms like bacteria, the nucleus is poorly defined because of the absence of nuclear membrane. Those organisms are known as prokaryotic organisms. And organisms which have well-defined nucleus are called eukaryotic organisms. The second most important organelles of a cell is its mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. Mitochondrial proteins. Mitochondria have their own set of unique proteins embedded in their membrane folds, enabling them to participate in a variety of cellular activities. Mitochondria has its own DNA. Like nucleus, it has its own DNA. Although most of cell's DNA is contained in the cell's nucleus, the mitochondrion has its own independent genome. Genome means set of gene. All the gene together termed as genome. It produces ATP also, that is adenosine triphosphate. Mitochondria are responsible for generating the cell's energy using sugar and oxygen. Protein complexes in the inner membrane manufacture energy molecules that are used throughout the cell. Lysosomes are the waste disposal system of the cell. Lysosomes help to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign materials as well as worn out cell organelles. Foreign materials entering the cell such as bacteria or food as well as all organelles end up in the lysosomes, which break them up into small pieces. Lysosomes are able to do this because they contain powerful digestive enzymes capable of breaking down all organic material. When the cell gets damaged, lysosome may burst and the enzyme digests their own cell. Therefore, lysosomes are also known as the suicide bags of the cell. Structurally, lysosomes are membrane-bound sacs filled with digestive enzymes. These enzymes are made by RER, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum. The Golgi apparatus was first described by Camillo Golgi. The function of Golgi apparatus include the storage, modification and packaging of products in vesicles. The Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Cytoskeleton are the cell's highway. The cytoskeleton functions as a system of roads for the transport of cargo by motor proteins. The cytoskeleton functions as a springy skeleton that gives the cell its shape. It also helps organize the events of cell division. Small balls of membrane pinch off to carry cargo into the cell. The ER or endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. The ER membrane is similar in structure to the plasma membrane. There are two types of ER, a rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum looks rough under a microscope because it has particles called ribosomes attached to its surface. The ribosomes, which are present in all active cells, are the sites of protein manufacture or protein synthesis. The manufactured protein are then sent to various places in the cell depending on need using the ER, that is endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the manufacture of fat molecules or lipids important for cell function. Some of these protein and lipids help in building the cell membrane, which is known as membrane biogenesis. Function of ER includes transport of proteins between various regions of the cytoplasm. In the liver cells of some vertebrates, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum plays a crucial role in detoxifying many poisons and drugs. The cell membrane or the plasma membrane is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the contents of the cell from its external environment. The plasma membrane allows or permits the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. That's why it is also known as a selectively permeable membrane. The plasma membrane is flexible and is made up of lipid and protein. You can see the lipid bilayer model of the plasma membrane. It has two layers, that's why it is called lipid bilayer. One is hydrophilic and another is hydrophobic. Gaseous exchange takes place through the cell membrane by the process of diffusion, and water and other solutes move in and out through the process of osmosis. The flexibility of the cell membrane also enables the cell to engulf in food and other materials from its external environment. Such processes are known as endocytosis. Amoeba acquires its food through such processes. I have attached a small clip of endocytosis and exocytosis of amoeba. Watch this. Observe the pseudopod of amoeba. observe the excretion of waste products in amoeba. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.